travel. Okay, I will not fast travel this time. I fucking promise. Jesus Christ. Apparently I gotta walk there. My music keeps cutting out too. What the fuck's going on? Not fast traveling, I'm just putting a freaking marker down so I know where I'm going. So apparently I gotta walk there. This is gonna be a hell of a walk. I'm gonna try it, guys. Let's see if can I teleport like here. Hey, look at that. Fucking dumbass shit. All I want to do is freaking move my dog so I can take my place back over for the proper people. Freaking fallouts crashing. Oh. God, I hope it doesn't start doing that all of a sudden. That's why I had to stop playing Ark. Can't stream a game if it's gonna constantly crash. Dog meat? Hey, buddy. Need you to go... Here, go to Sanctuary, okay? There. He should no longer be an issue. Please don't crash. Jesus.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Which gang you want to join?
The disciples.
Now, the target. You ready to decide where this is going down?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit?
Should be good now.
Wait. Pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
That one's the target.
Ruthless. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll send a crew ahead to the settlement. They'll help you clear the place out. Take down any backup these folks manage to convince to throw in with them. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, If you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge.
Alright, so we can also get extra grenades types from Dixie and Madison. Sorry, Mason, not Madison. I don't know why I call him Madison. The operators don't like us, so we can't get their grenades.
Because you asked for it. Ain't no one.
They don't like us, so we're not getting their persuasion grenades. But let's be honest, we don't care. These are just some fun little extra toys to have.
The whole pack is out.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground, and anything nearby and hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But, you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, things leak. A little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
It's impressive, Mason.
Ain't it though? Don't forget where you got those. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us. All right?
Gave me an item and it freaking weighed me down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these grenades, man. Oh, as much as I want to carry them around. Hopefully Gage doesn't blow us up with those. And then Dixie from the Disciples will give us rage grenades, if I'm not mistaken.
You got some kind of death wish? Oh, it's you.
You gotta watch your tone.
There's some bad jobs here. But cleaning up the tax highway is the worst.
There's machines here that used to spray kids with Nuka-Cola. What was wrong with those?
That's a good question.
You know how long the lifespan of the average overboss is? Keep back in the other gangs.
That's a good question. I don't know why they're like, oh yeah,
Nisha
let's
seems
put
to think you could make a difference. But for better.
Coca-Cola, or sorry, Nuka-Cola, inside of misters and mist children with it. That won't cause, sickness or anything.
Leaving us hanging? It ain't exactly encouraging. Gage must have... Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mixing with just the right ingredients makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Sounds like I'll be putting it to good use.
Damn straight you will. I trust you'll make her mama proud. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
Right. And now we got fury grenades. The operators will give you persuasion grenades. So if you decide you want to talk to people and try and talk them down with your like charisma checks and stuff, you can throw persuasion grenades and it makes them a little easier to do too.
Wouldn't hurt to tip the scales a little in our favor, you know? Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Alright. What the fuck? Please don't crash. Alright. I'm gonna not immediately fast travel. Let's hopefully that fixes it. Okay. Whew. All right, let's go recapture our outpost, shall we, guys? We can finally turn it into our raider settlement.
Hey there.
Got a good look at them, boss. Some nobodies in their entourage. Should be a fun kill. Wanna move in?
There anything I should know about the place we're about to hit?
What? You nervous, boss? I wouldn't sweat it. You picked the right gang for this. Now, how about we get started?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Alright, now we just go in here and kill all the settlers that we recruited. They also brought Minutemen with them, funnily enough. Oi, hey, that's my stuff. Put that down. Nuh-uh. They just pick up some of my weapons? I think they did. Please tell me they didn't grab my weapons. Fuck. One of them came up here and grabbed my Krimvar's tooth. Now I gotta figure out where that's at. That is fucking upsetting.
Finders keepers, am I right?
Shh. Gage, I need to find this weapon that got flung. Son of a bitch. Oh god, there it is. I didn't expect her to just like run over there and grab that, honestly. Doesn't let me mess with any of my other stuff though, so that's good. What am I doing? Ah. Build your gain signal flag. Yep. So now we can build, is it in the raider section? Flags, yes. We put our disciple flag up so everybody knows that we're with the disciples.
Unimpressive, but I guess it'll do. The sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
Gotta repair shit. Fucking idiots blew up my water supply, my water makers. Make sure everything in here still functions. Perfect. The happiness is going down at the moment because I don't have any of the raider stuff up. Right here looks like a good spot for our raider radio stuff. Where's the... do I not have the amplifiers at the moment? Blood troughs. Yeah, we could put some more we could put some animatronics now in our shooting gallery. Apparently this one can't be placed. Alright, let's get some raider things going. I can't make any of the dealers at the moment, but I can put the little recreation things up for them. How is this used? Where's one of the ladies? Raider a radio. This one requires power. Let's put a couple just like right here. Why not, right? It's a recreational area. And gonna need more generators. And still not enough, damn. There we go. Beautiful. That's kind of all we can produce at the moment, so I'll be back to build.
It's just a matter of time before you see things grow.
I'll build stuff more for this later. Just make sure I save because it's just a crashing. Don't want to have to repeat any of that. The back and forth is freaks me out a little bit. That's why I want to get Shank moved over to the outpost as soon as possible.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The Disciples.
Sounds like a plan. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Joint called Nordhagen Beach, I think, is close enough to work. Could be a good target, though I'd need to check my notes, of course. So, what's the target?
Okay, so these are... We'll take down Green Top. I know they got a lot of food.
Huh. Was that... Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have...
Oh, we do get the persuasion grenades. Okay, I thought it was based off of, like, affinity.
Well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. But, you got options. Good luck.
Let's go over here and see, get Lizzie's grenades while we're at it.
Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see Fritch. He'll tell you what to do.
Oh, shit.
Disciples are a bunch of lunatics. Got it.
I didn't know that that could happen at this moment.
Think you're gonna want to get out of here.
Get out of my face.
We are not people to be trifled with.
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, It ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, if you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
You guys suck.
People who slight the operators don't last real long.
You need to start handing over some territory.
Alright, so we got the combatant thing. Let's do this real quick. I don't think I thought you had to wait till it was after you captured everything. No, now, Sierra. These are like little boss battles that come up in the
I heard you
the
were
gauntlet.
looking for me?
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
You actually get some really interesting characters in this. One of the most overpowered energy heavy energy weapons. Thanks, Brain.
Why don't you back off?
Is obtainable through these. It's a eternal Gatling laser. Which basically means you can hold it down and shoot it infinitely. As long as you've got ammo for it. Which is pretty powerful. Not having to reload your Gatling laser, yeah, that makes you pretty damn strong. Well, that was sad.
Disciples are a bunch of lunatics. You gotta consider what...
Really expected him to last a little longer than that. Alright. Please don't crash. Oh, jeez. Okay. I think we've learned that we have to move. Otherwise, it'll crash. Let's go over to Green Top. Please don't crash. I'm so paranoid now. Like it. That one string of crashes is freaking me out. Not even gonna lie. What's up, bitches?
Hey.
Just some raiders with a radio station. Nothing to be afraid of. What can I do for you?
This place is gonna start giving me and my gang in Nuka World a cut of everything you grow, make, or find under the damn couch cushions. Understand?
Well, that's an interesting proposal. I'm sure we can come to some kind of mutual understanding.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now, please, get the hell out of here.
What's your fucking tone, dude? I'll put a bullet in your brain.
Don't worry. You'll get your cut. Though I can't.
I really hate the back and forth because it just feels like I just feel it like it's gonna crash and it freaks me out. I'll have to I'll have less of a worry once I can move Shank to the actual outpost that we've made.
They're threatening to tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking, for what it's worth.
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look, boss. Raiders of the Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force. And I'm thinking it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Oh, the constant back and forth! Nope, wait, we gotta move. The fuck?
Hey there.
Was that the gunner private we pacified in the very beginning of the DLC? She was still there? Okay. Hey ladies, how's it going? Stop playing in the pool.
Hey, well, look who finally made it. You spotted a pretty shady group nearby. Could get company any minute, so watch your back.
These guys seriously don't want this smoke.
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out.
Bro, did you spawn inside?
Give your goddamn you, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. The place was a shithole anyway.
Wow, pussed out real quick, didn't you?
Find him and kill him!
Didn't think I was actually gonna let them live, did you? Could you guys move, please? You're in the way.
Don't you die on me!
Not smart. All right, that happened. Alright, come on, game. Only gotta do this a few more times. Whew, it's getting a little cold. Oh, there's another one.
Got another one coming through the gauntlet, boss. Fritz is waiting for you.
Huh. Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Shank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Well, your secret's safe with me, regardless. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
Sure, let's
I
hear
want to
it.
know more about managing the outposts. Basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything
that.
else?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt. So you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, this time around, seems the outpost doesn't need much setting up. Means we can start looking onward. And with the place in as good shape as it is, I was thinking it might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
I want you to head to an outpost.
All right. Where am I going?
Set him over to the slog.
Suppose I better get a move on then. See you there, boss.
Alright. I have to use the bathroom real quick, guys, so I'll be right back. I'll just turn up the music for you while I go to the bathroom.
You gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Take me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Feeling the lumps inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lose control. Oh, it's paradise.
There we go. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Nature called and all that. Let's take on the next arena combatant while we're at it. Sounds fun. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the last one is the guy that drops the Eternal Gatlin laser. But I'm not sure if it's random or not. The last guy was a gunner.
Guess you heard the alarm, huh? Well, you know the deal. You want to take down another worthless wastelander?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Hopefully this guy lasts more than a few seconds.
Get out of my face.
And the operators do not like us because we do not give them anything.
Gets me into trouble.
Ignore the peacocking the other gangs are doing. We'll domesticate them soon enough.
Wait a minute, is that the Brotherhood? Yeah, that's the night already. Oh shit. No, it's not. Thought it was for a second there. I keep getting random amounts of ammo added to them. Oh, it's the perk. I forgot we have that perk. We have the Scrounger perk where we'll just suddenly get ammo. Eat him to assert dominance. Wait, I've got to eat the other guy. He's not in here anymore, is he? Aw, man.
think you're gonna want to get out of here.
I'll be glad when I gotta deal with these freaking operators anymore. They're little whiny babies. Okay. Please do not crash on me, game.